Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Recovery Snack from Recovery Concepts. I'm Chris on this Thursday, May 21st. Man, we're almost done with May. Can't believe it. Getting ready to wrap it up down here in Southwest Virginia. Got some promising things going on, lots of exciting stuff. Getting possibly a little bit more group business and workshop business down here, but definitely getting into the field of sober companion, sober escort, sober coaching. All that stuff's getting ready to be uploaded onto the website. Availabilities, partnering with a company out of Ocala, Florida. Excited about that. So lots of stuff moving around, good things happening. Hope the week's treating you well or fairly or whatever the word may be. And let's dive in here and see what we got going on. Thursday, May 21st. Oh my gosh, I don't know why they do this to me. Heraclitus, a quote from Heraclitus. Clitus? I'm killing it. Heraclitus. Heraclitus. Anyway, there is nothing permanent except change. Most of us don't like change very much. Getting sober is like stepping into a rushing river of change that will take us to new places in our lives. We sense that. We are learning to trust it more each day. But even though life keeps getting better for us, we still keep some of that fear inside us about what will happen if we keep working our recovery program and life keeps changing for us. Maybe we get a good job and we are afraid we will louse it up. Maybe we make new friends and we are afraid they will find out what a jerk we really are. Maybe our kids are speaking to us again and we want to have a better relationship and we are afraid of the responsibility. You know what? It'll be okay. It's okay to have good things happen. It's okay to trust ourselves to handle responsibility. Nobody knows how to do life perfectly. That's why we need our higher power to guide us. Prayer for the day. Higher power, help me listen for your direction today as I walk through a new day in sobriety. Together we can handle any surprises and changes the day may bring. Today's action. Today I will write down 3 ways fear of change is holding me back. And I will talk with my sponsor about these things. What do I need to do to be ready for these changes? Man, it's funny that there are no coincidences. Yeah, I was walking around up here or down here in Abingdon, Virginia, walking into facilities I've never been in, trying to get to talk to people that I've never met in my life. Fear, uncertainty, second guessing, worry. And a buddy of mine told me one time, he said, you don't want to know how you're growing, Chris. He said, you'll be uncomfortable. He said, right behind that discomfort lies fear. Right before the growth is the discomfort and fear. You'll know if you've grown, if you are uncomfortable. You are doing things to grow, so to say. I hadn't cold called a sales call practically, pretty much that's what it is. I don't know, 30 years anyway. I have no idea. But it's been a long time. Thoughts go through your head when you're trying something for the first time or the first time in a long time or the first time in sobriety or whatever, and it calls out a connection to a higher power to help guide you. I don't believe there's any coincidences that I'm reading that today, that's today's reading, because I believe these readings are about my program. Now, I read them out here because maybe it's relatable to individuals who are watching these videos, but I believe a lot of it's got to do with my program. It's got to do with the way I'm conducting myself, my life, the changes that are occurring to me, and my connection with the power greater than myself and my recovery program. That is relevant to what has just went down over the last few days for me. And the one thing I have figured out is shock is that all the fear I had and the worry and the concern about going out here and trying to do these things again, walking into places I don't know anyone, to try to talk about things that are brand new for me, to try to get people excited and interested in having me be a part of their program, it was not as bad as I imagined it would be. And it was over. And I was not met with hostility. I was not met with, hate. I was not met with distrust or whatever. Everything didn't go 100% like I would have it go, but I got that first one out of the way. I've been working on some of that sober companion stuff for a good while now, and some things got laid down in concrete pretty solid last night, and I feel like that's getting ready to turn into something. We'll see. But my connection to my higher power gives me an outlet to ask for guidance, keep in contact with what I believe is running the show, and check in, as much as I needed to, Change is inevitable. We are going to change. The situation's going to change. There will be change. There is absolutely no other way around it. It's coming. It's just, how have I positioned myself to accept these changes and to help direct these changes toward an area that I would like to see them, understandingly, clear that not all of them are going to end up where I want them to be. But if I keep myself close to the program, and most specifically tied to my higher power, man, in communication, checking in, asking for release from worry, concern, fear, having it replaced with faith, courage, and tenacity. Hang on, keep trying, man. Things tend to work out, not bad at all. Usually good. The biggest thing about change for me is taking that initial step, getting that first foot forward. For something going on that I'm uncomfortable with, I ask for a little bit of help. Take a deep breath and go do the best that I can. The gift of recovery for me is being okay with me. And that frees me from the need of anybody else being okay with me for, out there doing these cold calls and stuff like that. They don't know me. I'm a risk possibly, man. Definitely. We're talking about money exchanging. We're talking about, a bunch of stuff. At the end of the day, I know I'm trying to help. And I have a service and it has value. And they're allowed to not see that or see it and become interested. But it's not a reflection on me and my life. I'm okay at the end of the day because I believe I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I know my intention is to, do a service for a fair deal with an individual, and my intent is to help others. And I'm not caught up in the active addiction piece anymore, where I'm living conflicted and actually don't even like me. It's hard to get out there and become and live the facade of trying to showcase something that you're not, and in the middle of all of it, internally, deep inside, not really liking you anyway, just being disgusted with oneself. I live free of that aspect. The change, new stuff, probably be a little bit concerning, give me the jitters from now till then, but I've found some tools to work my way through it, and it's producing things that are enjoyable in my life, and for that I am grateful. So that's kind of tied all the way into the change thing that I read today. I'll let you guys go. Y'all know the spiel. Please like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, share on social media if you're moved to do so. I appreciate y'all joining, and come on back tomorrow and we will make a Friday out of it, Lord willing. We will get down to a weekend. Never hurts my feelings on that one. Y'all have a blessed day. Take good care of yourselves, and hope to see you in the morning. Bye-bye.